Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting, maybe, live stream in American Truck Simulator. I'm driving my Kenworth T680 again today. Thought about getting another truck, but I just didn't set aside the time to do it. I'm going to freeze the time because I don't want time to pass while I see who's here. Postec TV, Lobo1G, Nicholas. Nicholas, did you get on Edgewater? After my message, I haven't had a chance to check and see. I saw you fired up Farm Sim, so I just wondered if you were doing anything over there. And Mac Mundy is here, as is Doom 3. Nightbot is here, so watch your P's and Q's. And don't spit out too many emojis and turn off that caps lock or Nightbot will get you. Okay, Nicholas. Yeah, I thought I better tell you that there's only 1 month you can plant over there. Susan Arthur is back. Hey, Susan. Road Trip Nerd, welcome. Ron Warren, I haven't seen you in a while. Timid Comic 7, howdy. Keith Cersei, Bedrock. Matthew Roth from Essexville, Michigan. And of course, Nicholas Triple XN is here from Norway. Ace the Driver is here. Did you see the California? Yes, I did. Yep, in the Discord, we have all those updates. Keep posting in a Discord channel. Big Al, flatbedder for 12 months. Hey, Al finally got that 12-month badge. Awesome. And here you are to tell us about it. Great. Matt Van S is here. All right, let's do some shout outs for the flatbedders. Knee-High Sniper, our top ETS driver for August. He's been MIA for a little bit. Probably got some stuff going on. Dusty, a.k.a. Dirty Dog, 3436, our top ATS driver for January. He was here earlier today. The members live stream. I'm still keeping my grass fields, but I bought another field for planting. Man after my own heart. Isabella Hagloff, Pilot Bro 39. Get your computer working yet? Rob Strecker, a.k.a. Lurch, is here in the Discord to read the live chat today. I think he's muted, though.
Yeah, I was. Howdy, folks.
Bedrock, our top ATS driver for February, is present, as is Pugwash. Still on the farm with Bedrock. All right. Bill Welburn. Nicholas Triple XN. He's out farming. Trucker King 2010. Doesn't want to hear about it, probably. XLT 588 Gaming made it on time. Awesome. Susan Arthur, our top ETS2 driver for May, is here. XLT 588 Gaming just showed up. Silent Dilemma, well, maybe not just showed up, but he made it on time. Norwegian Trucker Nicholas, Johnny Hansen, it's the middle of the night for him. Big Owl 2424, our top ATS driver for December. Hazamified. Picard Gaming was here earlier, as was Taz. Earlier meaning at the members live stream. Lobo1G, our top ETS2 driver for July. Pugwash is here. Birdie the Parrot. Big Dave KF. He was here earlier during the members. Carland, middle of the night for him. Asgard Drent, a.k.a. Wim, our top ETS driver for September and November. And our top ETS2 driver for October. Middle of the night for him. Come think of it, it's the middle of the night for Pugwash and Nicholas. So, I think about 2 and 3 a.m. respectively for them. Okay, so welcome. We are going to, don't forget to leave those likes. Of course, you can wait until I've done something that you can like if you wish. I thought maybe I would mention the reason why I'm always asking for likes is it really helps. It tells YouTube that people, every interaction tells YouTube that people like the thing, the stream, the video, the channel, whatever. And therefore, it has a tendency, YouTube has a tendency to then put the videos and replays out to more people. So Joshua Haymaker is here. Isn't it the middle of the night for you too? Doing well over here, Joshua. All right. What are we going to do today? I've already booked the load. Right down the road. And what are we picking up? What do you think we would pick up in this? Cows.
For a moving experience.
Exactly what I was going to say. You beat me to it. Okay. Let's go get some cows. See, I think I could drive through here. Since we're actually going to be turning left here. Insane Sim Dude. 13 months a member. Oops. Uh-oh. What are we hitting? Oh. I guess maybe we shouldn't go that way. I just rubbed the bottom. Which is unfortunate because I just went to the shop.
Matthew Ross says, make sure you leave a like, people. Please reinforce me, Larch.
The more people we get watching, the more people that support the channel. Go ahead.
Insane Sim Dude said, what's up?
We are having some fun. We're gonna go get us some cows.
I think we heard something about that. Susan says, I always nearly as soon as I get here.
Sorry, I couldn't hear any of that. I thought I had that turned down. Hang on a second. Before I do that, let me see. That's weird.
Well, Susan can barely hear me.
Really? I had to turn you down because you were really loud. Well, this is the whole thing. Conversation I was having with Tasma. Well, let's see if she can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
I don't even know who bought a coffee. Couldn't see it.
That was Big Al.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Al. I know I can pull it up on my phone. Boo. He says.
Adam Buser is back.
Hey, Adam. Oh, I need to turn on my flashers.
Test. Testing for Susan, who says no.
Really? Really loud. I had to turn down the volume on my headphones. I think I know what I'll be doing tomorrow.
Yeah, Adam, someone said coffee.
I just finished a cup of coffee. I don't normally have coffee this late. But I had some left over.
Insane Sim Dude says, you know you're getting older when you gotta wear 2 knee braces to go out.
Let's see here. Yeah, can you guys
Yeah, Road
Here.
Trip says I can hear him just fine.
I did turn up Lurch. Loud and clear. Okay. So where are we going with this?
It's really only important that you hear me anyway.
That's right. That's a good point. It's only important that I hear Lurch. Well, that's weird.
Adam can hear you, but not me.
Hey. All right, so we are going to Gillette, Wyoming. In fact, we're going out of town. We're going all the way up here. And you know what's here? We're going to go hit that viewpoint after we make this delivery, I suppose. How far is this? 369 miles. Let's get going. Oh,
Joshua Haymaker says I'm going to make a cup of coffee. Had to get up early, but have church tomorrow. But I'm in the mood for some coffee.
Coffee's always good. Anytime. As long as it doesn't keep you up. Why am I stalling out?
Adam is asking if I can speak up. Well, if I do that, I'll blow out Boomer's ears.
Yeah.
He says I'm loud to him.
These cattle weigh 33,000 pounds. Well, just FYI for you guys in the audience, Lurch is in here to read me stuff so that I don't have to be all over the road. So until I get my audio thing sorted out, just keep that in mind. Guess I should have gone that other way.
It is a mystery that some people can hear me just fine and others can't.
Yeah, that's odd. It has something to do with the headphones or whatever you're using. Because, you know, Lurch has a... Well, I don't know that it's that deep, but, you know, being a guy, I mean, he's got slightly more bass than treble.
You're right.
And then there's that. That's quiet to me, even.
Oh, yeah, it is rather quiet. I do that.
Well, let's focus on the trip, the journey. Oops, we're gonna wait for the light to change now. While I'm thinking about it, let me reset my trip meter.
Big L says Boomer is slightly louder for me, but I can hear Lurch just fine. Road Trip Nerd is using his phone speaker, but can hear just fine. Adam says, is your engine on? Because I don't hear the RPMs.
No, the engine in this truck is quiet. Just like in real life. When I drove my T680, I mean, I could hear it, but it was not as loud as some other trucks.
Quoting Megan Trainor, Insane Sim Dude says, it's all about that bass, no treble.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but I couldn't remember the words of the song.
Some could take it another step and do the Star Wars parody of it. It's all about that bass, no rebels. Road Trip Nerd says you can usually just hear the wind blowing against your truck as you're driving.
Yep.
Adam says I'm using my volume on medium on the computer.
Well, that might be why. Well, I don't know. When I'm watching a video, I usually have it on mid-range. You know, in the YouTube viewport. Well, I'm not going fast enough up a hill to upshift like that. There we go. All right, we'll be up to 65 in no time. Here we are. And we have 339 miles to go. So, y'all know we're in Montana, right? Billings, Montana. And we are headed for Gillette, Wyoming.
Lord Dragon just gifted 1 membership.
All right.
Who's going to be the lucky recipient? XCon 215.
Congratulations to XCon, and thank you to Dragon.
And he makes his appearance by saying, "Hey, everybody." Or Dragon, that is. If you want to get in the action and have a chance at a gifted membership, make sure you visit your profile and make sure that you've got the box mark check marked to received gifts. Triple XNS, are you excited for the Nordic Horizons expansion?
Absolutely. Looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to
Good to come visit you.
ProMods. We can visit him now. It's just not as well. ProMods
Not
makes
official.
it better. No, Bergen is in the map, in the base game. Well, I'm sorry, in the existing DLCs. But it's not as awesome as it is with ProMods.
Johnny Hansen is here.
Hey, Johnny, thanks for getting up to join us. It's a nice day for a drive out here in Montana.
Or Dragon has any word from ProMods Canada yet?
Well, it's out. I mean, the latest version is out. But I haven't got it because I'm waiting for the update for ProMods Europe. Because I'd like to download all of them at once, but the ProMods Europe update won't be available until 150 drops for ETS, is my understanding.
Pointing out a Burger King truck.
Making me hungry. Yeah, I meant to do some shoutouts before we left to shipper. I'll need to try and work some of those in. Wyoming.
Why not Oming? Just mentioning a Burger King truck is making you hungry. I won't mention the Sloppy Joes I'm eating in between reading stuff.
Uh-oh, here comes the scale. And we do not have to go in. That's good. This is Sheridan. Seems to me we did a convoy here not too terribly long ago. It is nice to get back to Montana and Wyoming.
Sound Fixes pack is in the house.
Sound Fixes. What's up?
Nicholas upgraded his RAM to 32 gigabyte yesterday.
Nice. RAM is good. More RAM is good.
Yeah, I went up to 48 last weekend.
Oh yeah? You notice any improvement in performance?
Not really. It was more so the fact that I was had noticed that at times it was using up 2/3 of the 32 I had already in it.
Wow.
I want to make sure I've got lots of overhead.
Yeah.
Insane Sim Dude is about to upgrade from 11th gen to 14th gen Intel.
I would like to do that.
I think I've got 12th in mine.
I don't even know what I've got. But the information is in the description below. It's either 9.7 or 9.9, I think. I don't remember.
Nerd at it again. There goes a Taco Bell truck now, he said.
Stop. I haven't had dinner yet.
Pilot Bro says you have 8th generation Intel i5.
Oh. I was a 5 and 8. And suddenly I feel inadequate. Although I'm running pretty good, except for the occasional crash. And his truck just rides nice. Ooh, Ooh-wee, one of my drivers just ran in a load for $43,000. That's insane.
Nicholas says, I haven't noticed much yet, but I used to have some problems during convoys with crashes. Now I can hopefully join convoys without the computer crashes.
That would be good.
Pilot Bro thought about going to 48, but don't do enough to get that use out of 32.
Well, I use a lot of RAM. I don't use a lot of RAM for these games, but I use, at least not these ones. Flight Sim, maybe. I use a lot of RAM when I'm running Photoshop and Premiere Pro for video editing.
Saying SimDude got 32 gigs, but it's about to go to 64 since he does a lot of video editing now.
We got an accident or something up ahead.
June 3 asked, do you drive more carefully with animals, like brake more gently and not go too fast?
Sure. I mean, ideally you would, but in a situation like that, I mean, well, I didn't brake hard, but I wasn't thinking about the animals. I was thinking about what's going on here, how do I avoid hitting anything? That's what I was thinking. Because if you hit something, then you're going to have an abrupt stop, and that's not healthy for the animals.
Caliper says 32 is the new sweet spot.
For you or in general?
Nicholas says, in Norway you need a specialized license to haul live animals.
I don't think we do in the States, but I'm not for sure. Let's see. And we got a bypass again. All right. And I'm not even using a mod to get those bypasses.
Caliper said in general. Name SimDude says bull haulers running like 100 miles an hour down the interstate at night.
Yeah, I've seen them. I've been passed by them. Not 100 miles an hour, but I mean them and the guys that haul hay.
Hey.
All over the place. Some guys are just, and sometimes they're pulling double flatbed trailers with hay. So I decided to use the live animal hauler since in the last live stream where I pulled the B doubles. I think we talked about that. Is our exit here? Yes. Oh yeah, we can't go that way. Okay, that was a little bit of abrupt braking, which was probably not good for them cows that are standing facing forward. So some of them got their faces mushed into the bulkhead.
Road Trip News says 100 miles an hour? That's not even legal.
No, it's not. But even if they're not driving 100, they're definitely speeding. See them. I have seen them so many times.
XLT says unless them bull haulers are hauling horses for that extra horsepower.
Well, if I think Picard could comment on it more. I mean, that's what he does right now. Is he hauls live animals, and all over the Midwest, and actually all over Utah, Idaho, all the places. I've seen animal haulers, and they're just speeding. Same thing, like I said, with those flatbed trailers pulling hay.
Road Trip Nerd says the speed limit in Wyoming is 75 on most interstate highways, but you could probably get away with going at least 5 over that speed limit. But I may be wrong since every state has their own speed laws.
Well, you generally can get away with going 5 over in most cases. I know in California where the truck speed limit is 55, if I was on the freeway, Interstate 5 in the big San Fernando Valley, there's nothing going on there except farming. And that farming's not happening on the freeway. But I could get away with doing 7 or 8 over. And not get hassled by the state police. They would even, they'd pass me. They're really mostly looking for four-wheelers that are doing stupid stuff, because some of them get moving through there pretty quick. There is Devil's Tower. Now it's hidden by the trees. Let's see how much time we have on this load. Oh, we got a lot of time. It's a World of Trucks.
Lancy says hello for the second time today.
Hey, Lancy. Come on, cows. Let's go look at the hill.
That'd be Chimney Rock?
Nope, Devil's Tower. And that'd be Devil's Tower Trading Post.
XLT says 40 minutes in and no Swifties.
Now, I went over 2 hours earlier today. No Swifties. And I drove a Peterbilt in Europe. You'll have to check that out when it comes out. All right. Devil's Tower. That looks familiar. Actually, I think that's where we're going.
Road Trip Nerd says between Stockton and Grapevine on I-5 and between Sacramento and Redding is basically desert.
Uh-huh. Well, it's a big valley. It's not desert per se. I mean, some of it is. And if there wasn't irrigation going on, it would be. Welcome to Wyoming. Cody Old, JJ Man, 1982. Nick Thor Rasmussen, our top ETS2 driver for January and April of last year. Ipswich. David H74, Matthew Roth, RD04 Dave, our top ATS driver for March. Insane Sim Dude, who is here, as is Matthew Roth. Troken, Justin Burns, Douglas Williams, Lee Jenkins, JC Drives, Bruce A, Stobbs, and we'll take a break there. Mike Kildare. Yes, I use mods, and they're all listed in the description below. That's correct, Road Trip. They are like that. There's just not much out there.
Sorry, I've been clearing my throat a lot off camera. I had a drink go down the wrong pipe.
Yikes. Well, I guess that's the end of the road, eh? Wait, isn't there a photo opportunity here? There it is. Guess I should get the truck in the picture, huh? Got it.
Road Trip Nerd adds, it's even worse if you're actually in the desert, like on I-15, I-40, I-8, and parts of US 395.
395. And I-10. Yep, I-10, Interstate 10 between Riverside, well, Palm Springs and Phoenix.
Yeah, he says I forgot about I-10. Mike Kildare did a big load yesterday to Kansas City last night and is about up to 489 miles right now.
Cool.
Deepak Prabhakran says, hello, everybody.
Hey, Deepak. Well, we are just 4 miles away from making delivery. Actually, that's up. Yeah, I think that's it up there on the left. Amazing how quickly you can make up 4 miles.
Road Trip Nerd says I-10 is all desert if you're driving all the way to Texas.
Pretty much.
Tasmified says things may be spread out on California 395, but the scenery is amazing.
Oh yeah. Especially when you get up north of Bishop. Well, actually all the way up to Bishop. Where are we going? Straight ahead.
XLT is doing a load from Bronzeville all the way to Bellingham.
From where to Bellingham?
Bronzeville, Texas.
Oh, Brownsville. Okay. You said it sounded like Brunsfeld, and I'm like, well, that's a town in Texas, but it's not included in the game.
Douglas Williams says hello all.
Hey, Willie.
Road Trip Nerd there is correcting Tasmified by saying that 395 is a U.S. highway, not a state highway. You got
Right.
state highways, interstate highways, and U.S. highways.
But all the other ones we talked about were interstate highways. Those are federal.
Yeah. Mike Kildare says, what is the best town to start out with?
I don't know. Depends on what you're trying to start out with. Or do it. Getting a little close to that multi-fruit buying station there. I think. I gotta get out and look. Aha! Can't believe I stopped right as I was running into that, whatever that is.
Hole.
Hole. I knew there was something back there.
Yeah,
I didn't.
SLT says so close to that Swifty.
I know. Here, that'll help. I'll put the flashers on. I mean, it couldn't have been inches even.
Maybe you just gave it the gentlest of kisses.
Yeah. Can't think of the name of the movie, but it was a kind of a movie that was mocking a lot of different things, including there was a Pinto car, and something did just what I just did to that pole. Come really, 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 really close and just barely went chick, and then it blew up. And of course, they were making fun of the car because it was colloquially known as the blow-up Pinto because it had the fuel tank in the back, and when somebody rear-ended it, it would blow up or at least catch fire. It was a faulty design.
Road Trip Nerd said, I think that's a utility pole. If you would have hit that, it would have probably knocked out the power in the whole area.
Yeah, probably. Oops, that's good enough.
And Matthew Ross said that was a really close on that. Where
it really was. Really, really.
E-Royal says, hi, Boomer, mods, and chat.
All right. Welcome. Peace. Hey, Willie. Yes. Coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Thank you.
That reminds me, I did see the email come in. Thank you for the coffee, Big Al.
All right. So, what do we got on our clock here? 5 hours. I'd like to get a load out of here if we can. So let's see if we've got any loads out of here. I figure we'll just haul some cattle loads if we can. Oh, look. We've got a load going from Gillette to Gillette, Gillette to Sheridan, and Gillette to Cody. Cody. Let me look at the map for a moment. Yes, I've been through here on this profile, so no undiscovered roads at the moment. So let's go back and look at place. I could see going to Sheridan. Taking cattle to the freight yard here. I don't want to do that. We'll go to Sheridan. But first, I want to check the cargo market. Okay, here's one to Miles City. Ooh, I would like to do that one because I have not discovered this road in this profile. Got Riverton, Wyoming. Sydney, Montana. Ooh, that's even farther up that road. Miles City, Rollins, Cody. Again. Yeah, let's go to. Oh, yes, Sydney. Sydney. This is a cargo market load. How are we doing on time? We got have it there tomorrow. And it's about 5.5 hour load.
You'll need to sleep.
I will.
Yeah, it says that load got you a 4.4 in hardcore.
Nice. Well, considering one of the two loads that I ran in Euro Truck earlier today got me a 0 because I was late. That guy over there, what's he doing? Is he having an argument with the tow hitch on that trailer?
Is he telling stories to the animals in the trailer?
Or that, yeah. So where did I say we were going? Hey,
Sydney.
why isn't it on here?
Ghost load.
Well, I don't understand. Well, let's take the one up to Miles then. That's weird. Needs to be there tomorrow afternoon. Should be able to do it with a sleep even. Hold on a second. Well, let's just get it. Take another run at that power pole.
Thor says good morning, boss, in chat.
Hey, Thor, you get you some coffee yet or tea?
Is on coffee this morning.
We were all just discussing coffee a little while ago. And then I had one magically appear, or maybe even two. Magically delicious.
Oh, that's Lucky Charms. It's not coffee.
Yes, it's coffee too. It's magically delicious.
Steve Royal says a nice brewed coffee sounds great.
All right, let's get some shout-outs done before I forget again. Thomas Berger, Tazzy291, Doom 3, Bogdan BD, Jennifer Roth, Rick Rashid, Chris T, Robert Alexander, Andrew Black, Phantom 6767, Hamza Ken, Ryan, John the Bricklayer, The Driving Gamer, Lee01 Mister, Gordy Patel, Vigner Hoxson, CJ Johns 31, Oblivion, Keith Cersei. We'll do some more in a bit. Let's take a look at the map. So we're basically just going back the way we came, except we're going to get off the freeway here and head north. This is a neat drive. And we're going to head up here to Miles City. 346 miles to Miles.
Or is having a coffee with, or says coffee is good with or without whiskey.
Yes.
Douglas Williams is
yes,
having
it
a
is.
Corona.
All Lurches gifted a membership. And the lucky recipient is Korn Kumsap. Thank you, Lurch.
Congratulations to your what hurts. Doom 3 says, wasn't Devil's Tower in Spielberg's Close Encounters?
Yes, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. It certainly is, or was. Oh, we need to find a place to sleep. Whoa, really? All of a sudden, I'm getting a bunch of damage driving down the same road I drove a little bit ago. Is it because I'm going too fast?
Probably, because it's a gravel road.
Jeez. All right, well, let's take a look. Get into town or close to town. All right, there is a shop there. I think we're going to have to hit the shop there and get some repairs, and we'll just sleep there.
Yep, Tasmified says you were going a bit faster than you were coming in.
Okay.
Douglas Williams has gifted 5 memberships.
Oh my.
Pearl
What
View
is the
World, JD Games Channel, Jonathan, Bill Dias, and BMX Biker Chick 75.
Well, congratulations to the lucky recipient, and thank you, Willie. Willie, sorry. Lost my voice there for a moment.
You just got all choked up.
I did. I'm thinking about all the updates I have to do.
Adam is back from taking a shower.
Oh, that's important information to know.
And he asks, where are you going?
Miles City, Montana. And we've got 33,000 pounds of live cattle again.
As we're moving right along. As you notice the little smirk on his face, he's not amused.
What?
I said, as you notice from the smirk on his face, he's not amused.
Who's not amused?
You.
About what? I must have missed something.
My little pun there, moving right along.
Oh, I missed it. I was focused on what I was doing for a change.
Matt Vans just drove from Miles City to Gillette, and I'm about to stop where you are about to stop on my way to Oklahoma.
That's a little out of route. I mean, if you're talking about coming back up here to Devil's Tower, or are you going up to the farm to get a load? Is that what you meant?
Royal asks, Cat stayed home tonight?
What, stay home?
Cat?
Oh, yeah, he doesn't work in this truck. Yeah, this truck is too new. The mod doesn't take it into account. So until the mod maker updates it, it won't work.
Adam says, do livestock need to eat before and after a trip in general?
Got me.
Or asks, did you leave the Peterbilt in Europe?
I did.
And Matt Van says, it's a route from Miles City to Enid, but I needed gas. Needed what? It's fuel.
You don't put gas in a truck. Diesel. Collectively known as fuel. Generically known as fuel. UL. You will ruin a diesel engine by putting gasoline in it. Okay, is everybody gonna stop?
Yep, Estes said it ain't got no gas in it. Yeah, and just about the time you start to move, they will move.
How much time is on this? I got 20 hours. Okay, good. We can do that.
I'm seeing 43 watching right now, but there's only 27 likes. Do you all not really like this? Thor says, let me take a little time to remind everyone to hit that like button. And then you said
Uh-oh.
you beat me to it, Lurch. Oh, what'd you do? Yeah, go in.
I gotta go in. I'm not sure where the, I think it's up ahead yet. Oh, no, it's right there. Oh, I guess there's an exit right there. Okay. Port of entry. No engine brake. Huh. Good luck with that. Well, let's see how much time is on the clock. 2 hours. I could actually just sleep here. Then go to the shop.
Matt Vans just got brake checked at a green light while pulling 26,000 pounds.
That's irritating. Every time it happens.
Adam says, my first time in Kansas from Oklahoma. I see signs for Joplin, Missouri, the next state over.
Coming soon.
Coming soon to an ATS near you.
£71,684. Hey, Wolf. Let's go get that sleep.
Shaking? Those that may not know, they had a 5.1 earthquake in Oklahoma last night.
Yes, and Wolf and Bedrock felt it. Now how much time we got? What? Air pressure low? How'd that happen? So we got 9
Probably
hours.
shut down your engine before you could completely let off the brakes.
James Brandt, Tari 263, Wolf Gaming, Taurus F Ice Bear, our top ETS driver for June, and our top ETS 2 driver for August. Vince Morris, David C., Clive Hughes, Road Trip Nerd, Postech TV, Dr. Jones, our top ATS driver for July, and our top ETS 2 driver for January, like last month, January. We just had a one-on-one convoy together yesterday. Stiggy Stigs 122. That replay is available for viewing. Lord Dragon, Noah Long, Dustin Simbro, Future Endeavor, Arnar Hoxton, Matthew Bright, Avnish Awashti, Timothy Parrish, Alvin Carrillo, Walter D., Karis Lynn, Elliot Hallisey, Colin Percival, Jose Lima. Get to some more in a little bit. Our air is run up now.
Gasmified says he knocked an airline loose on that gravel road.
Yeah, maybe that's it. You know what? Let's see. We got take that next exit and go to the shop. Repairs. I guess we have time. Yeah, we do.
Alexis Thompson is here, but gonna watch you and relax and sleep.
Great, I'm gonna put her to sleep. Well, I hope you got somebody to tuck you in, because I can't help you with that.
He says pretty much.
We are taking this next exit. I don't need that.
He adds, how are you and chat doing?
Well, I'm doing fine, except I'm ready for some dinner. My late lunch isn't sticking with me very long. Oh, I can do some shoutouts. Greg Ulrich, Pancake Man, VRCQX, Jesse 2670, Feta M, K Blake Wee, Exotic Gaming, Bob B, Watching YouTube, Randy Disher, and Nexus 79, Zane Rahman, Redbeard, 429.
Royal says, I'm glad you're streaming, so oh, he retracted. I can't read what else he said. Wolf says, 2 weeks ago, snowstorm. 1 week ago, ice storm. This weekend, earthquake. Can't wait to see what's next.
Well, it may not be in the next week, but you can pretty sure bet there'll be a tornado. Maybe it'll be locusts.
T Royals says, I'm female. I'm glad you're streaming, so I have something to watch.
Wait, what?
Well,
okay. Michael Vidberg, British Gamer Graham. I was confused because those things seem not connected somehow. Being female and glad to have something to watch. But then I'm a guy, so I don't get most stuff. Texas Boy, KC09, Clearbreak X, Matthew Walter, Jared, Carlos DeJackal, El Troquero, and Siba Mancola. I was just trying to put all that together and I came up empty.
Wolf says tornadoes barely make the news around here.
Kind of like earthquakes in California. Small ones anyway. Barely make the news. I would say unless they're probably a 5 or 6. Looks like a Freightliner dealership. I don't know, Taz. What do you think? How big of an earthquake, or how big does an earthquake have to be before it makes the news? Oh, I suppose it depends on if it's a slow news day. So, what do we got here? Wow, we got a lot of damage on the truck. Benny, Sam Abbott, G-Man. Gaming Cakes, Red Car Curtis Gaming, Whitby Gaming, Timothy Johnson, Mystic Crest.
Magnified says about 4+, depending on damage too.
Okay, well that's not very big. I remember there was an earthquake when I lived in Minnesota, which seemed like a strange place to have an earthquake. I didn't think that would be a thing. It was like a 4.4 or something. It was a 4 something. And I felt it barely. I didn't even know it was an earthquake. I'd been through earthquakes before. But I was sitting on my couch watching TV. All of a sudden, the couch just kind of moved a little bit, and I thought, oh, it must be a train going by. I didn't hear a train. I lived in an upper floor, like second floor, of an older wooden structure, and so it didn't take much to get it moving. But I just thought it was a train. Except that I noticed I couldn't hear a train. I thought, huh, that's weird. And I went back to watching my TV show. It was the next morning on the news that I saw that we had an earthquake. It was a good 100 miles away, I think, the epicenter. I was living in Brainerd at the time, in central Minnesota, and the earthquake was centered, I think, somewhere near Marshall, if you're familiar with the area. That would have been 1992 or 3.
Howard is here, and he says, I know where that is.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Thor says, here we had a 4.2 quake that made the news. That's the only one we've had here in my lifetime.
Yeah, I would think it's not a very seismically active area, just like Minnesota.
Alexis knows where that is too.
Minnesota or Marshall?
Pacified says, surprised you felt it that far away.
I know. I was surprised too, but I mean, it wasn't very pronounced. It was just a slight swaying on my sofa.
There are differences between earthquakes out west and earthquakes over here too, in terms of how they propagate.
Yeah, it depends on if it's, I don't remember the names, but if it's the, what do they call it, thrusting upward? Whatever. Yeah, I don't know what kind it was. I mean, I've felt earthquakes. You know, I lived and grew up in the Seattle area. We had earthquakes there. That's a seismically active area.
Well, says last night's 5.1 was centered about 35 miles away.
I hear it wasn't very deep either. Relatively shallow from what I read.
Road Trip says, never knew earthquakes were possible in Minnesota.
Well, that's what I thought up till that point.
He adds, I know California gets earthquakes, especially if you live in the Bay Area or the LA area.
Right.
Classified says, depends on how solid the ground is, too.
Yeah, it can travel through the ground more. But I was surprised. I mean, I didn't think of Minnesota as a seismically active area, but I guess you can get earthquakes everywhere.
It says North Dakota gets one about every 10 years.
Okay. I was surprised to learn at some point about the Madras fault. New Madrid, thank you. Yeah, in the Boot Heel area of Missouri. I never would have thought that, but it turns out it's can be quite dramatic.
Yeah.
And I think
they actually had one on their sometime in the 80s or early or the 90s that was actually felt up here in Wisconsin. I don't remember it, but my mom said that she saw the lights sway a little bit.
Wow. Well, I think the first one that was recorded by settlers in the area back in the 1800s, I think, said that it caused the river to flow backwards.
Yeah.
Maybe even changed the flow of the river. I don't know. I wasn't there. I just remember seeing it on some Discovery Channel show or something.
Record says there were 2 major earthquakes in the Bay Area, 1906 and the 89.
Yep, the San Francisco quake of 1906 leveled the city. I remember the one during 89. I didn't feel it, but I was living in southern Nevada at the time. Not Las Vegas, but Laughlin area. And man, would that made the news. Well, that made the national news because that was a big deal. That was that nasty one. Is that the one where there was a Major League Baseball game going on?
Yeah.
And it dropped one of the spans of the Bay Bridge.
Yep. World Series game was about to start, is what Wolf says. Justified says the 7.3 a few years ago made national news too.
Yeah, something that big will.
Oh, it says pop quiz on rivers. Which river in the U.S. flows north?
The Red River in North Dakota. Well, it's on the North Dakota-Minnesota state line. Flows north into Canada.
Responded Erie that had that 94 Northridge quake, and then pretty much exactly a year later was the Kobe earthquake in Japan. That was similar in its intensity as well.
Well, Ring of Fire stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we have volcanoes there. Yeah, I remember both of those.
The Picard says that's correct. It's a man-made river. Heard you say the river flows backwards, and it made me think of that.
Man-made river? Oh, we gotta turn right. Sorry, cows.
Okay, let's change topics and talk about something more cheery or more on topic of what's going on.
Yeah, did you guys see that mining pit back there we passed? That's why I was up in the air looking, trying to show you that, and that's why I almost slammed into those X's. Well, dots.
Wolf says lightly bruised steaks.
Well, maybe they'll put him in a feedlot and they can work out them bruises. Maybe.
Pacified says pre-tenderized.
There you go.
Yep, Picard says the Red River is not a natural river, it is man-made.
I did not know that.
That's a long train.
Well, full of coal cars. That's a coal-fired power plant that we passed on the right. And over here on the left is where they unload all the coal cars. And then there's probably a slurry pipeline that goes from the unloading area to the actual power plant.
Picard says it was made in the 1800s for shipping goods.
Huh.
And
Oh.
says, wait. Oh, go ahead.
I just realized I can drive faster than 65. I thought this was World of Trucks. What? And now it's 65.
Says, Red River runs between Texas and Oklahoma.
Yeah, there's two Colorado rivers too. One of them's in Texas.
Many of you have two towns in your state with the same name? I do. There are two Rome, Wisconsins.
Sorry, cows. I was distracted by that.
Boo.
And we've got a right turn not too far up here. I wish they had all of 212, or at least in this area. Yeah, if you stay on 212 going the other direction, which is east, it will take you to Belle Fourche, right in Wyoming. And actually 212 even goes all the way into Minnesota.
Cole says, Wayman wants his fresh steak. Pacified says, the game heard you talking about all the bypasses you got at first.
Let's do a time check, see how we're doing. We got 5 hours left on this load, and we got 2.5 hours of driving to do. Brustal Foozle, Mr. Jacob Morales, Captain Ticklefinger, Matt Van S, FTG Mike B, Rolling Stone 51. I guess I better go while the getting's good. Or better get while the getting's good. Something like that.
And it didn't make you crack up like it did last stream.
Let's see here. Ah, yes, this town. I remember this town. I used to come through here all the time. Well, not all the time, but several times. It's kind of a bypass. Broadus. Guess we're going down to the light here. Yep, following 212. You ever look at a map or Google Maps or something, and you're following Interstate 90 out of Billings, and when you get to the exit for the Custer National Monument, which is where the Battle of Little Bighorn happened, or near that, take that exit, and that's 212, and you head east. It takes you all the way to Belle Fourche, South Dakota. I said Wyoming before I meant South Dakota. And that's near Rapid City, South Dakota. And it was kind of a shortcut. If you stayed on Interstate 90, then it would actually be longer. At least longer in miles. It was a nice scenic drive, just like this. However, there was almost nothing along this route, so if you broke down, cell phone coverage wasn't too good back in, when I was first driving. So there were some spotty areas. But I always like to drive. Now, I never drove on this highway back in the day. Wished I had, though. Oop. I always enjoyed driving in areas like this. I mean, I know I say that all the time, but it's true. All these places. The only places I didn't care for was driving through the cities. And that's only because of the traffic. Like, I even consider skyscrapers as scenery. Like the Chicago skyline. But driving through there during the day, forget about it. You don't want to do it.
Yeah, Wolf says any wide open area was always a nice drive.
Yes. 100%. As long as it wasn't snowing. Or icy.
Tasmified says truth.
Well, this is Miles City. Well,
snow and ice are only good in a 4x4 when you're just out for a good time.
Yeah. Now, these roundabouts weren't here when I drove, when I got into this area, which is only a handful of times, but I mean, there were no roundabouts that I recall.
Wolf says was worth adding 50 to 75 miles to a trip to avoid a big city. It's often quicker too.
Yes. Yep, I would take the long way around a lot of cities.
Yeah, it's always prettier. I'll be back in a moment.
I'll be delivering in a moment. Hang on, cows. Oh, this is not the place I thought we were going. I don't think. It has been a while since I've been up here. Private railroad? There's a train coming.
Hearing you just say, hang on, cows. I don't know why it made me think of something from my young
Yeah, I can't hear you with the train. And it's a long train because I got that mod in here. I was not expecting there to be a train here. Anyway, what was that?
Hearing you say, hang on, cows, made me think of something from my younger days. It was, taking my brother somewhere, and there had been a spider that had made its web underneath the one of the side mirrors. And as we were speeding up and going around curves, he's like, hang on, Mr. Spidey.
Now this is a long train.
Ooh, a mid-DPU. Yeah.
Ah, I can see the end of it.
Art says that cattle pot looks great on there.
Cattle pot?
That's what it says, yeah. Thor says, I got hired by Circle K to haul fuel from Oslo to Bremen. Will that be okay, boss? They pay about 100,000 euros for about 1,100 kilometers.
You betcha.
The car qualifies with your trailer.
Rough crossing. There's our 2-hour warning. Should we call them up and tell them we're here? Don't hassle us, man. We're here.
If you look out your window, you'll see me just coming across the tracks.
So we're going to back in over there. So we'll go this way.
Yeah, there's these kids and their newfangled fancy words.
Yeah. Oh, what the heck was that? I'm not going that fast, am I? Man. I've never heard of that reference before, Picard.
It says cattle pot is the livestock trailer.
Oh, I am missing this. Big time.
Wolf says would have been there had it not been for that 30-minute train delay.
Yeah.
Trucker King is here.
Hey there. You missed the train. Here comes another one. Oh, that one's going even slower. It looks like it's stopping. Let's get this delivered.
Laura says they heard that BTT drivers are the best, so when they saw me in town, they came a running. At first, they were going to pay me $50,000, but I pushed them to pay more.
Good job. Oh, jeez. Man, I think I'll just stop. Stop moving. I still have some shout outs to do. Zero, Semper Bufo, The Gigliottis, Grim Reaper, Tyler Thompson. Bosnia H, Fada Belly, Hoosier Daddy. Sean Delaney, VOJT33W, Tilmo, Yorhita Rusu, E, Miguel 2 Hip 36, Sherm, Young Master Middle Earth Diaspora, that's a mouthful. Taj, Dravko Todorov, Izuku Midoriya, Hagor 1, Isaiah Johnson, Jay Zern, there's the end. Kareka 79, Bruh, Bob Simmons, Neem, Trucker GM 23, Moira. Dotty Dot, Az Degabi, Fogel, Pekka 2003, Cole Cornjob, John Wong, Jeff Ingram, Rob White, Daweed, Charles Britt. I see some stuff happening over there. Huh. Let me turn this off. Monty, Adida Rathod, Infamous Colors, You're Not Daniel, Lunar Stud, Drude, Skank Hunt 42, Tyler, Benedict, Scott Trace, Earl Heck, Christopher Weir, Nazmi Irunku, I'm having trouble, AK Brenda Robert, Jack Simmons, Skyline's Twin, Alan M, Detective 2.0, Holly, Mudden, Bungani Nisi, Reed Aviation, and TYK Rage. Got him. Yeah, actually, no, I'm not. I'm done. I'm gonna wrap it up here because it's time. Call it a stream. Yeah, just about need us.
Wow.
Oh, jeez. I did forget. Wow, completely forgot. That's right. We have drawings to do. Did I talk about that at the beginning? Because I have completely forgotten. Oh my god, I was just about to do that credits roll. Oh. Seriously forgot. I am tired.
Yeah, says you thought you were done.
I did. I'm hungry is what it is. I'm hungry. So, runners up. Here we go. We're going to do the drawings for ATS first. Thank you to TK for putting this list together for me so that I've got it handy and I don't even have to think about, like, where did I put it? Angry. Yes, that's it. Let's see. So we've got. I didn't even go through. See how many are there? 45 entries. So I see we got Lurch has got one, Tazzy's got one, Troken one. We've got a few people that have got multiples, like Big Al, FTG Mike, Big Nerd, Redbeard, RD04 Dave, and Wim. Oops. So we are going to spin. This will be for the runners up for the VTC runners up for American Truck Simulator. The winner of this drawing gets base almost the same as the second place driver. Choice of, or did we change that? I don't remember. I'll have to look it up later. They win the thing. I'm gonna shuffle this once, twice, 3 times, and spin. FTG Mike B. Hang on a second. I am going to. This is the runners up drawing for January. And for ATS, it is.
PK says not for January. It stayed the same, so we haven't gotten the final wording done yet.
Okay. That's on me. So that is the winner for the ATS runners up. And now we will do the Euro Truck Simulator 2 runners up. I believe this list is a little shorter. I didn't mean to make them bold. Yep. So, yes, it is a shorter list. 19 entries on this one. So, TK, weigh in motion. I'm sure that's not who that is. Wim, I assume. They get a choice. Truck skin or a convoy with me. Okay. Susan's on this one. Rashid even made it. Wow. Ducky. Let's shuffle these once, twice, 3 times, and spin. Azzy 291. I will be in contact with both of those members in the Discord later on. That's going to do it for that. Turn off that. There we go. Tired. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. Don't hate me because I'm tired. As for the how we're doing in TrucksBook this month so far, it's early. What is today? The 3rd of the month. I think in ATS we're currently 22nd, and in Eurotruck we are currently 289th. We were way up there in Eurotruck the other day, so like in the 700s. So we're in the top 300 now, and more people are focusing a little bit. Drivers are focusing a little bit more on Eurotruck, including me. I have more driving distance in Eurotruck right now than I do in ATS. I have an ATS, 754 miles. I did that tonight. So I've got 2,400 kilometers in Eurotruck. So yeah, I've been doing a little bit more driving in there. So that being said, I'm going to wrap it up like I meant to do a little bit ago. See if there's any last minute things. Oh, look, another train. What? Is there a train?
There was.
Oh, was there? Oh, I missed it. Yeah. There'll be another train shortly. Adam says, just getting a load out of Oklahoma City to another city in Oklahoma. Awesome. Oklahoma's nice. But I've got to wrap it up because I've got to get something to eat. I am really trying to do these in more closer to an hour and a half than 2 hours. Still failing to do that, but we're getting closer. All right, everyone. Thanks a lot for being here. Thanks for the coffees. I don't think there's any super chats, but that's okay. I'm glad y'all made it. See us drive. There's a Sunday Fun Day convoy. I believe Lurch has been a member for 16 months, and all of it has a flatbedder, if I'm not mistaken. I believe Trucker King is streaming tomorrow. DK, if you could drop a note in the chat to confirm or deny that. And Wolf, are you streaming? I'm guessing not, with your internet as it is. But yeah, Sunday Fun Day Convoy. I will not be participating, but other folks from our community will be there. Okay, thanks for being here, everyone. We'll see you later.